Hello Scorpios, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Yeah, I've been away for a couple of weeks. Had a cold as well, so it was all sort of like very hectic. But yeah, I'm vaguely over it now. My throat does go occasionally, so if it does go and I start coughing, then I will obviously put it on pause and stuff like that. How you been? Did you see the sun has kicked off? The energy is really weird. It was a really weird energy update that I put out some point this week on Wednesday, I think it was. So yeah, if you haven't seen that, do go and see it because there's strange things going on, and I think it's to do with the pole shift more than anything else. Your cards are flying all over the place. To do with the pole shift and stuff like that. But we're going to be going into the elements and how the elements are affecting your reading a little bit later on, once we got all the messages from this reading at the moment. So, yes, lovely to see you all again. Let's hope you have a lovely reading. Let's just bring up your flower. Here we go. Here we go. Here's your flower here. So we've got the overall energies here. Let's just see what's going on there. I'll tell you, I get it straight away. There's a real passion at the moment. Certainly within the fire signs, not so much within the earth signs, and it seems to be with the water signs as well. And it's a passionate about the spiritual, emotional, relationship side of life. It's like, you've got an internal desire to get things sorted. That's what it feels like. To, finally get the T's crossed and the I's dotted on the relationship side. And there's a real determination that comes out of you. On your financial side, this is much more Aryan. This is much more logical. There's a lot more mental energy that's going on in there. And I think here is that it's like you're sizing up things, or you're putting into action a plan that you so desired. It's really straight on, really full on. So let's just see what we got here. We got the Justice card. Very balanced, actually. I think this is, although you can be really passionate about something and really passionate about getting things sorted or getting involved, maybe getting into a relationship or whatever, on the relationship side, if you know where you're going, then you're going to get that sensation of balance of, yeah, this is right. And I feel that. I do feel that. And also on the financial side, it's like you're really mentally engaged, but at the same time, it's not out of kilter to how you should be. So it's like you want to bring back a little bit of consistency and calm within the situation. And sometimes that needs to happen by putting a bit of passion into your relationship side, but also putting a bit of sort of like intelligent and mental energy, really applying things, playing smart sort of thing. That's the sort of thing I get. Let's just see what's going on the relationship side here. Okay, so you've got the karmic path that's speaking the most here. And it's like, it's almost as if like, it's almost as if I'm getting a repeating phrase, sort of like, I deserve better than this, or I deserve more. I deserve happiness. Yeah, reaching for the stars. You do deserve happiness, Scorpio. And I think that's what's bringing in the balance. I think this is what makes you feel more, because your karmic path is really heading towards that. It's as if like you feel a lot more sure about it, as if to sort of say, yeah, it's a really righteous feeling about it. So it's a passion with reason that I get out of it. And the connection to the synchronicities and the people that are around you, you get the Nine of Cups. Yeah, it's very orientated. It's not really, it doesn't go up vertically like that. It sort of flows out a nice 45-degree angle. So I think there's a lot of things going on around you sociably, enjoying life, a lot of opportunities. And this gives you that opportunity to reach for the stars, to start channeling your energies, your passions into relationships that really correspond with you, or to activities that correspond to you. That could be spiritual or anything like that, And from the past, his past is quite heavy actually. And it plays into this Nine of Cups as if it's almost to sort of say, I've had to go through a lot to get to where I am. And I've done a lot of work. Yeah, look at that. Urgh. It's that sort of like, oh yeah. That queen there, Queen of Swords, she's looking out in a One Direction. I haven't got any One Direction songs still. And she's got her emotions under control. She knows where she's going. She knows what she's doing. And this is what I mean about a righteous mission with a purpose. Let's just see what's going on in the future self. That seems to be really big. And it seems to be connected to the actions or the way in which you engage in life at the moment. It could be someone that's coming into your life. It could be meeting someone. Or it could even be doing an activity which allows you to meet someone. And that could well tie into that Nine of Cups down there. Really, really good. So you get the Seven of Cups. Yeah, Seven of Cups is a revelation. There's one cup there that's giving you the good stuff, and that's what that's all about. And I think you're going in that direction. I think you've chosen this direction for some time, sort of saying, no, I actually deserve more than this. Yeah, I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to have fun. And it's in the future, it's becoming obvious because of the actions that you're doing. Let's just see how you should engage. Look at that beautiful one as well. Engagement with the world around you. It does produce a whole new way of being. Look at that. You've got the sun. You've got the sun behind her. And you've got the moon and the earth. But you've also got the stars. And I think this helps to bring balance into your life because you know where you're going. You know what you're doing. And the Empress, she knows that. She has this sort of like aura about her of control, of being in control of herself and being in control of her environments, applying herself in things that actually produce good stuff. And that's a little bit like all the wheat normally that you find on the traditional card. You find her with all wheat at her feet and stuff like that, which symbolises sort of like success and abundance and what have you. But here is exactly the same. I think you need to act like that. You need to sort of saying, yeah, I want love in my life. That's just the way it is. And I'm going to fall in love. I'm going to go for it. Bum, bum, bum. You know what I mean? You might shock a few people, but hey, life is all about being shocked, I think. It makes you realise you're alive. So, yeah, it looks really nice on your relationship side. Let's have a look, see what's going on the financial side. This plays very similar to the overall energies that are playing through the relationship side. You've got the karmic message, which is really strong, very powerful, incredibly vertical, which is basically sort of saying, this is the plan. It's like having a wand and you're kind of going, right, I've got this staff, I'm off and I'm on a mission. And it's playing into your future self, which is not necessarily connected to how you enact now. I think it's building to like any business is constantly changing and evolving and building and what have you. Same with projects. And I feel like you're into a rhythm here. You're into a really nice rhythm. And because you're into a nice rhythm, it's like when you're driving a car, when you're going on the motorway and you're sort of like sitting at the normal speed, just sitting in traffic, you don't really have to, there's no real sort of passions. When you're going through the city, you've got to be a bit more aware about what's going on in the here and now and everything like that. And that's what I feel like you're doing. I think in order to create this karmic path, which is really good for you, I think this is where you're going to be very attentive about your future, of how you're building your future. So look at that. Look at that. 10 of Cups. Happiness after difficulty. Yeah, I think you've got to that stage. As I said, I think there's a much more balanced energy going on here, and calm energy going on within your financial side, because mentally you're being very astute, very wise about it all. And this is feeding into that. It's feeding into that sort of like that future. It's constructing something that makes you feel really good. I've seen what that card is, so I can't. Yeah, it's a Two of Swords. I didn't get a message right. Let's just see what's going on. That seems to play in here. It's like it's playing into the Justice card, and it's like the thing I'm getting here is it's like the energy is helping you by not. It's not allowing too many choices for you. So this is helping the mental side, sort of. It's making things very, very clear about what you want out of it. And so therefore it gives you that goal, that laser focus on where you should be going. Let's see what's going on in the past. The past is really nice. It's feeding into this Ten of Cups. That may be the difficulty. It's like if you're trying to set up anything, even if you're buying a house, you know how much legwork you've got to do. You've got to find the house, you've got to negotiate for it, you've got to do all the lawyer stuff. There's loads of stuff. And then finally you get the house and you kind of go, great, now I can decorate it. It's that sort of sensation I get out of it. Yeah, you get the Five of Wands. Yeah, I think you've had to try hard. I think you've had to strive for it. Don't necessarily mean you had to fight, but there was a sort of, it's almost a fight against life. It's a determination within you to be the best example of yourself. That's what that Five of Wands is all about. Let's see what's going on in the future. It feels, and this is the very near future, it feels like a stage of the project or the business or the career path that you're going on in the very near future comes to a point where it's no longer, you're no longer constructing it, but it's actually feeding into this. So it's feeding money and harmony and security within your life. But at the same time, it's also feeding outwards as if to sort of say, I want to go further than this. So it's like you've got to the first stage, and with the first stage, let's just say you're getting a salary of $2,000, $3,000 or whatever out of this project, and then all of a sudden you kind of go, well, I can actually just keep that $1,000 or $2,000, $1,500 for me to cover my life, but I've still got that $500 to invest. And it's like you're investing in the future, in a longer term future. Yeah, you've got a lot on. I think this is part and parcel of this. I think you've struggled for it, and yeah, you may have a lot on. I don't think, it doesn't feel like you're struggling, but it feels like here from the Ten of Cups, happiness after difficulty, and that is this at the moment. It's getting it across the line. So at the moment here, be very calm and very laser focused on where you're going with your finances. Let's just see what's coming in there. Cool as a cucumber is the way in which you need to engage in it. Four of Cups. Streamlining. This is my card of streamlining. So Four of Cups is this, you've got those Three of Cups there on that side there that's been part and parcel of that sort of struggle to get forward, to really get your projects going. And then you've got that One Cup there that's really sort of giving the good stuff. And I think that ties into that as well. There's One Cup on one side, and it's the same thing with that. You got One Cup giving you the good stuff. And this is where I think whatever you do in your week, this week here, I would concentrate on streamlining things so everything you do becomes productive to your life, rather than just sort of like sort of running around doing a lot of things that doesn't actually bring you anything. I think you need to be a little bit more sort of, you need to be mentally engaged and kind of going, yeah, I need to work on that because that's going to give me that. Excellent. I don't need to work on that because that's, although it gives me that, I don't really need that at the moment, so I'll keep it on the back burner. That sort of thing. Just being really intelligent about how you do the things. Let's just bring up your elements and let's just see what's going on that respect. There we go. Oh, no, it's not. It's still the Astroflower. Let's bring up those elements. Here's your elements here. If you saw the energy update, we were talking about fire and air combinations. And look what we got at the base here. So the same as with earth signs. Earth signs have this same fire and air combination at the here and now, basically. And you've got this cardinal energy that comes in from Libra. That's bringing up these ideas, that's helping you to play smart on your financial side. And it's tying into your life. So it's bringing in everything you do mentally should be bringing in to make you feel secure. But also, when you do feel secure, that makes it a lot easier to get things done within your relationship side of life. So we're going to be pulling a few cards on that section there to see what's going on there. You've got the fire that comes in from Sagittarius, just on this side here. And that does convert into air. So it's bringing in the passions of life. And that's that fiery passion that I was talking about. and the personal side of life, the fiery passion saying, look, I want this in my life, therefore I need to earn that and this money here. And that's when you can start playing smart, when you can combine the two. And that's probably why you've got the Justice card. So I think we're going to pull some cards on there, coming down here and coming down onto this section here and see what's going on there. So let's just pull your cards back up. There they are. Look at that. Lovely. Right. Let's just pull some cards and see what's going on. It's that crossing point under there that we're interested in. This crossing point here, how it connects your future to your here and now, as it were, your overall energy, and the actions that you give, that you engage with those things in your life as they come into your life. How do you engage in them? Trying to feed, I think, this Justice card permanently. Let's take in this air energy that's coming through. You got the Page of Cups. Yeah, I think this is all about dreaming, and I think the universe is trying to help you dream to enable your karmic path. It could be that you're thinking about someone as well, or someone could be thinking about you, and that's what the energy could be bringing into you. That if you want this secure relationship and etc., you need to have a secure financial side as well. That's possible, for some of you, or get that house that you need to buy that house, so you got that place, So I think the energy is trying to help you do that. Look at that. It's got the Fool as well. There is a bit of a leap of faith, but I think it's a calculated leap, because I feel that you're very secure about yourself, and following your ideas will be a very good idea this week here. Let's just see how that plays out into the financial side. 10 of Pentacles. This is what I'm saying here. I think with that leap of faith, you do need to build to the idea that it needs to work well within my financial side in order for me to really explore my emotional side. And that goes really, really well. Let's just see what comes in on the fire here. So we got at the top, we got the Four of Pentacles. This ties into the Queen of Swords and the Empress card, because some people say it's holding on too tightly. I don't think that at all. I think there is a degree where you're holding on tightly to your passions. That's what you should be doing. What makes you passionate about life. But also at the same time, this card here for me is being very clear about where you put your time, your energy, your love, your emotions, within the relationships around you. I wouldn't just spend it willy-nilly. Follow the evident path of what emotionally is good for you. What's crossing this Fool here? You get the Queen of Swords. Exactly what I was saying there. She's down there below as well. And this is like this calculated leap of faith, I think, for you more than anything else, as you go forward. And what you get at the bottom, the Hierophant, my most favourite card in the pack. The Hierophant there is actually leading to the Star. It's like you have a control over your spiritual engagement or your moral engagement in the life, which frees you up and allows you to open doors to communicating with people, so people will understand where you're coming from and where you're going. And when people do, I think then therefore they're actually going to help you in your passions to get there. You become like this sort of like a good sign for others to follow, like an example. That's what I feel about it. You're shining bright like an example for others. It's absolutely beautiful. Let's just see how that converts down onto that 10 of Cups there. Yeah, you get the Star card there. I'm not allowed to show the lady because she's not all covered up. YouTube have been censoring me like no tomorrow. It's been absolutely mad over Christmas. So I've got to be very wary apparently of all of those sort of things. So, which is madness as far as I can tell. But anyway, you get the Star card. Yeah, I think the Star card is sort of playing into that happiness after difficulties. I think you're reaching for the stars on both sides of it all. And that happiness, yeah, it comes through a Tower moment. This is not a bad Tower moment. I think this is a good Tower moment. I think this is a Tower moment where you get to the success, where you start getting a consistent income, but you also have the capacity of a little bit left over to start advancing other aspects of life. And that is a real sort of, wow, okay, life is really working for me. And it looks really, really good for you there, Scorpio. So, there you go. Thanking you very much Hope you've all had a good solstice season. We've got loads of other videos out about energy healing and energy and stuff like that. If you haven't seen them, you'll be able to find them on our channel. I'll see you soon. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun. So please do enjoy.